All right, what's up everybody? We are gonna go over the elbow and wrist today. So I'm just gonna show you a couple special tests. Obviously I know this is kind of crappy because here we are again on this nice video. So again, I'm gonna post all the notes for you all. If you all have any questions, I want you to email me. Behind me is my buddy Elliot. He's going to be my model today. What I want you to realize for the elbow is it mimics the knee, okay? So everything that we did with the knee as far as valgus and varus stress test, it's literally gonna happen in the elbow, but the elbow is actually the most common fractured and the most common as far as ligamentous joints to get injured. All right, you would think that the ACL, but literally the elbow has the fourth of the size of the ligaments that the knees do. So the first thing that you're going to do, as always, is remember to rule out your fracture first. The second thing is you want to make sure that there's no dislocation, and then third, they have all neuro within normal limits. Make sure they have no tingling and everything going down their hands. So the first special test I'm going to show you today is the valgus stress test. Literally, guys, it mimics the knee. We are testing the UCL. The UCL is right here on the medial side of the elbow for laxity. What you will do, it's almost the same hand placement as the knee. You will have your patient extend their arms just like this because we're going to test bilaterally. Let's say that this is his non-affected side and this is his affected side. We will put one hand right here on the inner part of the wrist, one hand on the lateral part of the elbow, and we're giving a valgus stress, just like this. I want you to make sure that you're really pushing. Do not baby it like I told you in class, like you're sitting here going, eh. The other one I want you to do is just like this. This is positive for laxity. So this is the valgus stress test, okay, for the elbow. Testing the UCL, laxity is positive. Now, switch up your hands. We're going varus stress test. Now we're looking at the RCL, which is on the outside or the lateral part of the elbow. Instead of our hand placement being here, our hand placement is now switched. I like to get on the inside of the patient, just like this, and then you're going to apply a varus stress to the RCL ligament looking for laxity. Remember to compare bilaterally. No, we are not 6 feet social distancing, so just make sure you're comparing bilaterally, guys, on that one. Okay, our next special test is called Cozen's test. If you're following me on the PowerPoint, this is for tennis elbow. There are probably, like I told you in class, 5 or 6 different special tests for the elbow, especially with tennis elbow and golfer's elbow. But the only one I want to show you today is this tennis elbow, which is called Cozen's test. This is a very common injury. A lot of people get it confused because it's a muscle, and we're actually looking at a tendon instead of a ligament. So what you're going to have the patient do is go like this, just like this. Perfect. You're going to have them extend the wrist up like this, and then they're going to hold it there. This is a break test. What I'm trying to do is trying to force his wrist down, but he's going to try to resist. Just like that. Perfect. On the other side, it's almost like a manual muscle test. Resist down. Where he's going to experience pain, if this is positive, is right here in this tendon junction. Sorry, I almost said tennis junction. Tendon junction right here. That's where we have tennis elbow because it's from wrist extension. No, you do not have to play tennis to have tennis elbow. A lot of people come into the clinic and they're like, I don't even play tennis. So that's how you do Cozen's test. Pain is positive. You could also say weakness. Okay, your last one is for boxer's fracture because this is one of my favorite ones. It's when somebody comes up to me in the athletic training room or clinic and they always look kind of mopey and I'm like, what's going on? And they're usually holding their hand like this. It's because they have a boxer's fracture that's got its term from back in the 1920s where boxers used to not wear gloves. They used to hit each other and then they would get fracture right here in the 4th or 5th metacarpal. Today, it's because people punch walls, and usually it's with high school kids, and usually it's males come in, and I'm like, what happened? Did you break up with your girlfriend? They're like, yes, I did, and then I get to see their boxer's fracture. How many of you have had boxer's fracture? Probably many, but this is how you look at it. You don't even have to go hands-on. What you're going to do is just have them put their wrist out just like this, and you're going to look at their knuckles. So go ahead. What I'm looking for, if this was positive, is the 4th or 5th knuckle is not going to be present. You can see it actually sunk in to the back of their hand. That's the only thing you're looking for. You can say that it's positive. You can also see if there's a big lump right here for swelling. So for boxer's fracture, again, you don't have to have your hands on them. You're just basically looking to see if the 4th or 5th metacarpal or knuckle is present. Sure, it can happen in any of the other knuckles, but 4th and 5th is most common. Y'all, that's it on this week's lecture. Next week, I'm going to, because usually I split this into 2, I'm going to leave these notes up for you all. Next week, we're going to go over concussions, and that's going to be a 2-part lecture, so I'm going to try to go as thoroughly as I absolutely can with that. So if you guys have any questions, email me, and hopefully everybody's staying safe.